Hi Pisces, I'm Chris. Welcome to your October reading and welcome to the House of Light Shadow. Now Pisces, coming into this reading I got a couple of downloads connecting to your energy here. It feels like all at once, in a way that probably only makes sense for a mutable sign like Pisces, that there is this sort of anxiety and fear about the future because it feels like we're in a changing state right now. And so you guys are maybe hyper aware right now of what the possibilities for the future are, but at the same time I'm feeling a really strong sense of calm. And I asked myself, Chris, what the fuck are you talking about? How are they anxious and calm at the same time? And Pisces, what it is that we're getting perspective. I kind of see you guys as sort of rising above, high into the air, and seeing the full picture of your life. Seeing all the possibilities, seeing where you've come from. And right now it's almost like you're assimilating and digesting all these different parts of you that have been. You were this person who lived this way once, you were this person who lived this way once, and now you're sort of preparing for the future. And there's a sort of confidence too, a sort of understanding of your ability to handle it. And that's what I mean by simulating the past. It's almost as if you guys know where you've come from, you know what you've been through, you know that you are changing, and you know that you can handle what comes next. Central situation for the month of October, Pisces, is the Lovers. Very nice for those of you who are looking for love or in relationships. One of the things I wrote down here in my notes, Pisces, coming into this is that this is a month for commitment. Talk about commitment, huh? With the Lovers, we're not just committing to a person, although that's very possible. So those of you Pisces who are in love or in relationships, there's definitely a leveling up of those relationships. For those of you Pisces who are looking for love, there's possibility for that this month. But more than anything, Pisces, the Lovers shows us a moment of connecting to something greater than ourselves. It's the way where you take two separate people, and when you put them together, it becomes something greater than each could have been on their own. So Pisces, if you're looking for love, great. If you're not in a place where you're dating or in any kind of romantic situation, this is about committing to what you are going to become. There's so many possibilities available to you. And the thing is, Pisces, you just sort of have to commit right now. You have to choose something. You have to choose a way of being. You have to choose a lifestyle for yourself. You have to choose what you decide, what you want. So Pisces, what are we committing to this month? Because change is happening. And I think right now you guys are embodying the change that you wanted. You're starting to see in the material world how you are actually changing. It's starting to affect you mentally and emotionally and psychically, where you're feeling moved on from a certain place in your life. You're feeling ready to embrace what's next. And maybe that's part of the anxiety, is it's almost like an excitement, right? As much as there's fear of the future, there's an excitement for it, looking forward to it. Really good expectation for you right now, Pisces, that the future comes with warmth, comes with security, comes with connection. This is the card that represents Gemini, and I was thinking about Gemini and Pisces as I was coming into this, because there's almost that similarity where we have, first of all, we're the signs that have dual symbols, so we have the two twins and the two fishes. But also, the way Pisces is changeable, it's Pisces can take on so many different versions of themselves, but still be the same person in a way that makes sense to Pisces. The same way Gemini is, right? We have so many different personalities, but the core, we're still just ourselves. And other people will look at us like we're crazy and schizo, but to us it makes sense. It's that personality and that personality and that personality are all the same person. So Pisces is sort of uniting, a sort of pulling together all these different parts of yourself to become who you're ready to become. To live the life that you're ready to live. See, Pisces, Jesus Christ, in our ideals we have the Ace of Cups. So talk about a relationship reading. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. So when I wrote commitment, I thought I meant commitment to just, a path that you're on, to a career field, to making a decision and going with it. But for some of you guys, you are in love. And if you're not right now, then this is on your mind. This connection, the security that comes with romance and connection. And for some of you, that just can mean the security that comes from things like family and close friends and things like that. But this is really heavy romantic energy for me. Pisces, what you want to do is be in love, and what you want to do is be in love with life. And I think for some of you, that's going to manifest differently. So for some Pisces, I feel like you want to have kids. For some Pisces, I feel like you want to get married. For some Pisces, I feel like you just want to get that boo thing. Beautiful month, October. Of course, we were talking about partnerships. We're in Libra season. Libra is the sign of partnerships. Libra is the sign of companionships. And Pisces, it's almost like what I'm also seeing here is just sort of an elevation of the emotional energy, an elevation of how you're feeling. And it's almost like you're prepping for the next stage of your life by coming into a place where you feel sort of secure, you feel confident, you feel like you trust yourself, you feel like leading with love right now is not a bad idea. It's not as dangerous as maybe it once felt. Committing to a relationship, committing to a partnership, committing to improving your relationship is not as scary as it once was. Because as much as the lovers represents a union with other people, also can represent a union within ourselves. So we're more whole, right? Like I said from the beginning, pulling together these different parts of ourselves, of our past, of our future, of who we are, pulling them together to be more whole. I know, yeah. Pisces. In our past, we have the Devil, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So, coming into this month, we have some security here with the Ten of Pentacles, right? So money's probably doing pretty okay. You feel like your family life, like even if it's your chosen family, right? Like your friends and stuff, you're feeling kind of stable in these realms. You're feeling stable materially. You're feeling stable with like who you have around you. But Pisces, oh boy, it wasn't always that way. The Devil says that we're coming out of a place of darkness where I just said where love might have been scary. Where you're maybe like you're being really hedonistic, right? A heathen. Partying, drinking, distracting yourself. Like there's an air here with the Devil of sort of in a way like not taking life super seriously. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's showing us that we were stuck in that place. I told you guys last month where it was like we had to stop forcing things, right? Because this is what was happening. The Four of Pentacles keeps us in place. And sometimes that's really good, right? Sometimes the Four of Pentacles can mean some great material security, financial security, security in the home life, those kinds of things. But here with the Devil especially, you were holding yourself back. And remember, Pisces, this is the past, so we're not there anymore. Now we're moving, now we're flowing. Now we're connecting to ourselves, to our lives, to other people in a big way. It's almost like with this Ten of Pentacles, Pisces, it's like you found yourself. It's like you found your home. It's like you found what you need to feel safe. You found what the people you need to have around you to feel energized, secure, comfortable, safe. But for a while there, Pisces, it was feeling a little rocky. Feeling like you were connected to people who didn't deserve your connection. Feeling like even your relationship to yourself felt strained. Like you weren't sure of who you were, you weren't sure of who you wanted to be, you weren't sure of the direction you wanted to go in. And that's again why I said Pisces, it's time to commit, to go with your instincts, to go with your intuition, and choose a direction you want to go in and go in it. If you say you don't want to be single anymore, Pisces, it's time to commit to dating. If you want to take your relationship to the next level, Pisces, it's time to let this person know what you're ready for. Because it feels like you're ready for more. It feels like we were here too long in this place of like, should I not? I want to be safe, I want to be secure. We're not here anymore, Pisces. We don't have to be. You see? Wow, beautiful. In our turning point, we have the Knight of Swords. Excellent. This is giving us so much motion. This is giving us so much drive. If you're connected to an air sign, especially a Gemini, but any air sign, this bodes well for your relationship. Air sign being Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. But the Knight of Swords, Pisces, is also you. Do you see the difference between a card where we're like stuck in place and kind of not taking risk, and the Knight of Swords doesn't give two fucks. He doesn't care if he drives himself off the edge of the cliff because he's just gonna go. Take no prisoners, Pisces. Like, get to your destination or bust. Get the relationship of your dreams or bust. Make your like not just a relationship. I just feel like Pisces, there's like a dream that's swirling around in your head, like an ideal vision that you created for yourself of your future, of how that looks when you think about your life 10, 20 years from now and how that looks. And right now, Pisces, we're going after that vision. We're emboldened to. We know that we're safe. We know that we're secure. We know that we have people who care about us. We're not spiraling anymore. We're not in this really dark, heavy place. That dark, heavy place is being replaced by purity of emotion, by the power from your heart. It's as if your heart center is expanding and growing, and like it's sucking people into this beautiful little whirlpool of happiness and love and joy. And now, Pisces, I think where we're going forward to the rest of the year, into the new year, is considering like what your joy is. And I told you guys last month, just follow your instincts, take a chance on your instincts. This is kind of a similar message where we're saying to go for it and commit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my God. Pisces. Before I get there, so going to the future, we have the High Priestess, and we have the waning gibbous moon. So both cards of the moon, both cards of introspection, both cards of feeling things out. But you know, with this card, with the waxing gibbous, it's like right before the full moon, and this means that it's time to refine our plans. It's time to refine our goals. It's time to check in with ourselves and like tweak things. Tweak the way we want to be. And again, guys, your instincts are telling you what needs to change. Your instincts are telling you what you need right now. It's clear as fucking day. Excuse my French, but it's so clear, Pisces. You know. And what is that in the direction of? Can I show you guys now? Bam! Two of Cups. So Pisces. Pisces. I mean, like, are you kidding me? With these cards of love, with these cards of romance, with these cards of just profound, deep connection. I'm telling you, any single Pisces, you better be dating now, because it just feels like it's time for something big to come your way. Unconditional love, companionship, connection, soulmate connection, soulmate connection. I don't like being one of those YouTube readers who says your soulmate is coming this month, because, you know, they'll say that every month. But, I mean, come on. There's such a celebration here. There's such a unity. There's such a really deeply connecting with the core of another human being is what I feel. Really deepening intimacy between you and somebody else. And it feels so happy, Pisces. And that's why I think the Knight of Swords is here to say you have to go for it, because it just feels so good to waste. You can't waste these good feelings right now on hesitation. You can't waste this abundance of love and this abundance of emotion that are here for you in October by staying still and staying in place and doing the safe things. And again, Pisces, your instincts are telling you what you need. You've done, Pisces, it feels like I want to say you've done enough thinking. You've done enough processing. You've done enough contemplation. Now we just move. Now we do things. Now we act. Pisces, at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. So what's been happening here is that you guys have been creating a foundation for your life. You've been having real life successes. You've been establishing yourself in the material world. Like a lot of pentacles here, right? And you know, with these water signs, I think that there's a good balance when you kind of need the sort of security of the material world to really open yourself up fully to love and romance. And what it shows, what I'm looking at here, Pisces, makes me feel like you guys have some sort of fundamental security. Like you've been hustling. You've been stacking that paper. You've been moving up in your career field. You've been making more money. Making more money. And with that comes this like hi-ho attitude. Not hi-ho, like hi-ho. Not like hey-ho. Attitude of just get it. That we're getting it now, Pisces. We're just going for it. Ha ha! Like, come on. 8 of Wands, are we going for... Like, guys, look at this. There's this... I always talk to you guys as if, like, you know tarot cards and I don't know who's watching this and what the extent of your... I'm always like, look at this, can you believe it? And they're like, no, I don't know what that means. But Pisces, 8 of Wands, this is like, just look at the card for a second. Look at the way those wands are flying through the air. All that fiery energy just moving, soaring, breakneck speed. Guys, I feel like the last few months of this year into 2020 are going to be months where things happen and they happen fast. And change happens fast in a good way, where it brings, like, this 8 of Wands feels like blessings coming into your life. This 8 of Wands feels like just goodness. Of course, everything's not all good, but I feel like you've conquered this bad, right? You've conquered this temptation. You've conquered this self-defeating attitude. You've gotten past that. And now, Pisces, the rest of this month in October, you're going to go into November, just feeling changed. Feeling like fresh. Feeling like, you know when you start a new job or you move into and it just, like, your life feels new? That's the feeling here of just, like, newness. Of freshness. There's not much here that indicates, you know, new beginnings, but it just feels like you're turning something over, right? Like something is revolving, like the stale stuff is like going out and the fresh stuff is coming in. Lots of love, lots of support, lots of really deep companionship, lots of intimacy, lots of vulnerability. All right, Pisces, well, I was going to put one last card for the Oracle to get a bit of advice going out of the reading here, and this is what popped out. Let's see if we can get it. The sun is in a weird place right now, where it's like really reflecting on the card. This is the card of ego. And if you can see, it's depicting the tale of Icarus, who flies too close to the sun with his wax wings. As everything changes, I feel like I want to say to you guys, Pisces, like, don't forget where you came from. You know, like, as things are going really well for you, as you're feeling love, as you're feeling material security, like, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the people who were there for you when you weren't, like, at your best. Ego makes me feel like there's a potential here to, like, burn yourself by maybe starting to feel like you're better than other people, or starting to feel like people in your life don't belong in your future. I mean, of course there's some level of discernment here, but this feels like reckless. So just be very careful, Pisces, as we're moving forward, as we're changing, as you're making decisions for yourself about your future, as you're making decisions for yourself about where you're going, to again not forget where you came from. And most importantly, I feel like, because we are talking so much about love and commitment and companionship here, to not forget your friends, to not forget your family, right? This is a warning to not grow too big for your britches. That, again, the Gemini thing, what we do when we're feeling really good is we get kind of arrogant. When things are going well for us, we kind of get arrogant and sort of think that we're a little superior and a little better. So Pisces, just be a little careful of that. Because this card isn't just calling to attention your ego, it's calling to attention the dangers of ego. An ego that gets carried away. So check yourself. Or you're going to get checked. Okay, Pisces, I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great month. Bye-bye.